And welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And of course, there's the Pacers. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
And checking out New York, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Here we go. We've got Jalen Brunson. Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. And for Indiana, in the front court, the forwards Mathurin and Siakam. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Matthews. And it's Huff in at center. A three-pointer, no good. And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen. That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Matthews passes to Siakam. Over Hart, and Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Matthews.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Pacers. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Hart outside. Anunoby outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Siakam. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Bounce pass, Mathurin. Clock at 6. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Towns, a screen on Nembhard. Here's Brunson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Nembhard. There's the pick. Siakam for 3. That one, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brunson outside. Launches it. It's rebounded by Indiana. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
Pass to Huff. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall.
I'll tell you, Pascal Siakam has shown he is more than capable of passing the rock.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
And so it's Indiana with it. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Mathurin, good.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Now here's Towns. Nothing on the board. Bridges outside. Over Matthews. Bridges misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Matthews finds Siakam.
Yeah, I have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Robinson comes in for OG Anunoby, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bridges. Clarkson against Matthews. Clarkson kicks to Robinson. Clarkson taking his time here. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
To the paint, here's Hunt. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Putting them in a good position. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Pass to Huff. Now, Nembhard. Now, here's Matthews. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And now, let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back over to you, Kevin.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Towns dishes to Robinson. It's blocked. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Mathurin passes to Siakam. Five on the clock. Shoots the three from deep three-point territory. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Indiana out in front. They're up by 2. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Knicks, sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Abusele out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's McBride in at the point guard position.
Clarkson leaving, no doubt, with that finish, folks.
Indiana leading. Here's McConnell. He had 15 points last outing. Outside, Walker. Pass to Jackson. Now Walker from the arc. That shot off.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
And the dunk by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Jackson. McConnell in the corner. Over McBride. A shot by McConnell, no good.
That's an example of good offense, but better defense.
Well, Doris, T.J. McConnell has been labeled a connector for both his contributions on and off the court.
You know, Kev, this is a high-energy player that you know what to expect on a nightly basis in terms of work habits and teammate skills. He's the legit perfect backup guard. He wants to orchestrate the offense and be disruptive on defense.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Here they are, York, Indiana Pacemates.
Anthony Towns checked in for Yabusele, and OG Anunoby subbed in for Clarkson. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Nembhard, the pass to Matthews. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Bridges. Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Here's McBride. Still yet to score. Matthews against Bridges. Four on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one way players look to expand their game adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
First free throw is good. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
Now here's Towns. A 14-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Now a look at the stats for Josh Hart.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And so it's Indiana with it. 7-point differential coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think there was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Takes a 3. And it's Towns missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Nembhard. They set the screen. Siakam outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one goes on Anunoby.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has a physicality that you love.
Shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far, and it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
Outside Matthews. Nimhard sets the pick for Matthews. Pass to Huff. Shoots the three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brunson with a clean look. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
And Siakam throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now here's Brunson. 35 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Guys, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
They throw good. Siakam.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Hard, he's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. No good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
It's blocked. To the inside. Stolen by Brunson. Jumps up. And Bridges jams it in.
Boy, you see the savvy and the activity of Jalen Brunson defensively, just causing havoc right there.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pacers trail by 8. Nemhard with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Philadelphia. Siakam, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bridges against Matthews. Bridges passes to Brunson. Back to Bridges. Connects from three-point range. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
Siakam left side. Offline with his 3. The Knicks leading by 9. And here's Brunson outside. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Outside Matthews. Misses the 3. Now Brunson from deep three-point land. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New York Knicks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You're trying to run plays. They blow all that stuff up. And so bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the New York Knicks. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Indiana Pacers.
Guys, they're laying bricks out there. Shaq, I could read your mind as you were watching that.
I can't say that I was thinking out loud, not on this show.
Pointing out that they're shooting under 30% from three. That's frosty. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And so here is New York. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. In the front court, the forwards, Mathurin and Siakam. Matthews out there with Nembhard. And it's Huff in at the center position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Now, here's Siakam. 4 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight line driver. Good luck checking him.
Pacers trail by 11. Pass to Huff. Back to Nembhard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Now, here's Anunoby, defended by Mathurin. Here's Towns, fires the 3, nailed from three-point land. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks. The Pacers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Siakam against Hart. Matthews, no one around him, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. On the wing, Bridges. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Hart finds Brunson. Pacers with the rebound. Pass to Nembhard. And here is Siakam. Outside Mathurin. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops. Mathurin's got 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Anunoby is screen on Siakam. Hart, no good. Pacers trail by 10. Siakam outside. Trying to find Mathurin, gets it to him. Down low, and stolen by Hart. Brunson scanning the floor. New York, no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
York Knicks are bringing the heat. Now at midcourt.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for New York. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Matthews. Outside Mathurin. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Towns with the steal. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Knicks, 4th.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
Pacers trail by 12. Pass to Huff. Here's Nembhard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Nembhard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, don't forget, Andrew Nembhard, 6'5". That little bit of contact will not deter him.
And during his brief career, Andrew Nembhard has shown he has a sense of the moment.
Kevin, there are certain guys who want to hide in the corner if the game is on the line. Not Andrew Nembhard. He is fearless in late-game situations. He's hit multiple big-time shots already. He's got a little bit of that it factor.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
The Knicks leading by 7. Hart outside. Bridges sets the screen for Hart. Outside, Towns. Knocks down the 3-ball. Towns has got a pair of threes now here in the third for New York.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Inside, Jackson, and he uses the glass on the lane. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hart outside. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game, and he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 10. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. Pass to Robinson Earl. On the wing, Jackson. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. Clock at 4. With the shot. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Clarkson kicks to Brunson. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Mitchell Robinson out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard.
Wow, you see the mobility for a bigger guy. Siakam just glides around the court. What a drive.
Towns against Siakam. Out to Clarkson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson has made some tough twos in his career, and he does so there.
Jackson a screen on Clarkson. To the paint. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
New York's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Towns sets the pick for Clarkson. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
Jackson a screen on Towns. The drive by Siakam. Here's Jackson. Robinson with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Oh, good with the triple. To the inside. Jackson passes to Siakam. Back to McConnell. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York leading by 10. Down low. Here's Towns. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Siakam kicks to McConnell. Pass to Jackson. This one for 3. That shot no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now McBride. Clarkson outside. Comes up empty down low.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer. No good on the shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count it. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for New York.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Like everyone's watching. Shake it. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Let's see it.
Checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hart outside. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Missed on the three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Nemhard with it. Off target from outside. Bridges drives in. Lays it in off the window.
That's working his way onto the interior. Mikal Bridges, very opportunistic.
Outside, Nemhard. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Hart. Nemhard there for the rebound. Stolen by Brunson.
Two minutes remaining in the game.
Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Siakam outside. 1:44 left in the game. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. New York leading by 12. Hart outside. Here we've got Brunson. Stolen by Nemhard. Siakam against Hart. And that one falls.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player. And now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Your Indiana Pacemates. Thanks, team. They're amazing. Thanks, everybody.
Mathurin against Ananobi. Towns looking it over. Al Hart outside Brunson. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. Towns and get the 3.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Nembhard. Matthews sets a screen for Nembhard. Now Mathurin. Knocks down the 3. They've held a 12-point lead early. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Outside Brunson. So it's New York picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.